All right, Arizona Airspeed. We have had, all kind of combinations recently, but not as a team. That's been the last time probably at, when was it? Joey, you are the most frequent visitor there, I think, or spokesperson.
Just like to talk.
US Nationals, I think. We were sitting outside at US Nationals.
I think it was at the Nationals, yeah. So here we are in Skydive City. It's all over, said and done after 10 rounds of Shamrock Showdown.
Yeah.
And you beat Hayabusa, the 4-time world champion of the last decade. What do you think? Are you happy?
Yeah, I mean, it was happy for us to finally get a jumping competition in. I mean, we competed against Hayabusa before, indoor settings. And it was nice to finally get an outdoor competition against Hayabusa. But, Michele taking over the Andy slot and Neil stepping in as the new inside center. I mean, they have some work ahead of him, but they're still, they're always going to be a formidable opponent, and all the respect to them. So they're building. We know about building teams, So, they're going to be very good.
Oh, you are building too? You have a new member?
Yeah, we sure do. Brendan, our camera guy. Hey,
yeah, here he is. Brendan. And so how was it for you? I didn't see any. I think Airspeed had only one penalty, right? Oh, and that was related to that. Oh my!
Don't worry, I'll be punished for it later.
Off camera.
Yeah. You have to pay for that subscription. Yeah. We couldn't find Brennan on a 5-minute call in round 1. We figured he was puking in the parking lot.
Hey, but if it really is just one video bust over a 10-round meet for your first time doing video, that's a great job.
Have you? Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's impressive anyway. So the judges said no. I'm sitting there at the judging area. It was off. But here's another thing. When was your last competition where you did not have any penalty except for the video thing? You had no penalties.
Wasn't it we just did one at the indoor?
No, but at an outdoor competition. This is a meet here without any penalties. Was that kind of one of your goals, or did it just happen?
I think it kind of became a goal. It became a goal because we were on that track and we had this feeling of kind of togetherness at the indoor nationals. And when we came here, we very quickly kind of noticed we just started to go back to find that feeling that we had from the indoor nationals of awareness and trust that me and Michele were talking to you about. And this early in the season, that's the kind of meet that we want to have. And I think the no bust wasn't really a goal, but it was a byproduct of the other things that we're trying to work on.
How was it indoor? I didn't follow. I don't remember the penalty situation at the indoor meet. No penalties?
No.
So you had no penalties at the indoor meet, no penalties here?
But you know how it also is. Sometimes you're like, ooh, if they get that. But I mean, I can honestly say even at the indoor meet, there might have been one grip. That 10 that was a little bit questionable. But even for us, when we go in to the scoring, we know if they might get this or that, but we actually didn't have any of that at the indoor meet. And here outdoor, it's kind of like the same thing, We're going to push ourselves a little bit eventually, but for right now, we just want to be marching together,
So now you're going to ride off outdoor just for the moment, out of your mental state at least, because you're going to Belgium for indoor competition, right? Well, it was indoor, now to outdoor, then back to indoor. But
I think we're still, everything is outdoor, even if we're going to the indoor competition, because our end goal is obviously US Nationals and the World Meet. So even when we're flying, like our indoor meet at XP we had our outdoor technique there. And I think that was why you didn't see a lot of busts or any busts, because we were marching together rather than pushing the pace like we're in a tunnel and not checking things or whatever. So I think we're going to keep marching at that same beat the whole year.
And in a 16-foot chamber, you can actually do what you're doing outdoors, right? In a 14, it may sometimes vary a little. Is that what do you think? 14-foot, is it a lot of change in technical parts compared to outdoor?
We train in a 14-footer back home in Arizona, so when we go to a bigger tunnel, there's just more space, and we say it's more like free fall technique. So there might be a few nuances that are different. you know, especially on some of the blocks, the longer blocks, you know. But I think for us, 14 footer is more natural to us, so I think we're gonna have less of an issue with that. I think the average is sometimes a little bit higher in a 14 footer because it frames the performance for all teams. And so I don't think it's going to be any issues for us.
You're still gonna have you still have one jump here to do, and I'm hoping a second one too. You know, there's an 8-way. There's a rumor about an 8-way jump, an 8-way competition between Hayabusa and Airspeed together against Qatar Falcons. I hear that rumor, so maybe that's happening. But you have another jump to do first with Jack Jeffries,
cycling coach, Danny.
Cycling coach.
Yeah, Jack told us that he had a friend in town who introduced himself, and we've come to find out he's more than just a friend. He's Jack's old cycling coach. So we figured, you know, to throw the old man a bone.
Okay, so first things first. First the cycling, then maybe an 8-way, then home, and back to training, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. We have some money waiting there for you in a little while. Only if I get my 8-way jump, though.
How much money? Is it $1 million?
Well, you won. Well, I don't know, but $1 million is for the first place. The skins are $200 per round, so we see. I don't know what came out of round 10, but one skin at least you have in your pockets. And I guess I think you are in first place with the raw scores. But all right. Well, thank you very much. Have fun and good luck with the rest of the year.
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Arizona Airspeed.